I say my life is like a movie, there are sequels to the shit. Haters try to do me, try to put me in the ditch. You know I make moves, real niggas in the streets, trying to get this bread so my whole hood can eat. A lot of lame niggas say they true to the game, claiming that they real, wanna stand, dropping names. The troll.
Peace and content Contentment, no need for resentment. This I found in you. This I found in you.
On this, yes. Wait a minute, hold up. You know I gotta do this for my city. DC in the building, is you with me? Last but I'm certainly not least, time to step to the mic, cause I done woke up the beach, yeah. Come on, I can kick out niggas with a basic flow. I ain't gotta put no thought into none of y'all hoes. Your man said he like me and your man's too. And then her man said he like me and she do too. And I'ma put the bars to the side and y'all can keep being haters from the back of the line. That's what I said, I can keep being haters from the back of the line, cause I stay on my grind. This is the year, I gotta get mine. You nobody stopping no matter how many times. On another level, you haters out of your mind. And when you hit this record, you know you gotta rewind.
I'm just trying. Shit, man. I'm just trying. I'm just trying. Shit. You feel me? Man, I'm just trying. I ain't trying to beef with nobody. I don't want nobody beefing with me. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to share. I ain't trying to beef with nobody. Niggas call my phone talking all cocky. I'm just trying to share. I ain't for the baby mama arguments, child support checks, getting garnishment. I'm just trying to share. Y'all just be doing too much, saying who's sleeping with who and such and such. I'm just trying to share. I ain't trying to hear who got killed. Man, he fake and he trying to keep it real. I'm just trying to share. I don't want beef. It's really kinda hard to stay alive in the streets. Somebody got shot around the corner last week. All over nonsense, that's why I walk cautious. I don't want the BS around me. I just keep the same dudes around me, cause that's how I feel. Please don't try to talk to me crazy and really thinking that it's all gravy, cause that could get you killed. Anyway, I'm trying to chill on this nice day. Don't want nobody looking at me in the wrong way. I'll sneak dissing on the gram, that's for child's play. I don't want to send Chucky out in broad day. I be chillin', I swear I be chillin'. Yo, I be sitting back thinking how to make a million. All them old negative vibes, you better kill it. You worry about another man pockets, better kill it. I'm just trying to share. I ain't trying to beef with nobody. Niggas call my phone talking all cocky. I'm just trying to share. I ain't for the baby mama arguments, child support checks, getting gone.
It's only blocking me, they can come and watch us sit. They gotta leave us alone. What? Say you love it, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Start off so, then I'ma beat it up. No, try to say stop with the say go. There you go again, that voice is cool. Watch you make your girlfriend. Come on. You've been waiting patiently, wondering when and where I be. The cousin rockets in the industry, making this so she can't sleep.
January boy, remix money.
Hail Mary, full of grace. Hail Mary, full of grace. Hail Mary, full of grace. I swear that's what she said. Shawty looking at me, she's a flirt. All night creeper, let her know I put in work. But it's something I gotta teach her. action. Bust it open, bring it back. I'll be ready to attack. I got an automatic weapon, it go plat. She's a wifey in the street, sweet like a dove. Key in her ignition, now she rolling with a thug. She know that I keep her sprung, and you know where I'm from. It's that Chi-Town boy, and I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. I got them all speaking in tongues.
She be like, Ludacris, don't nobody give it to me like you do. I cast a spell on them. They be think I'm doing voodoo. Can't understand the words you saying. You need a translator. I aim before I shoot, then I assassinate her. She be catching that Holy Ghost. She at a loss for words. Said she really wanna wet the fabric, so I'm a softened nerd. Was a good girl when I met her, and she was so pure. Now I got her in the back room talking about Hanam Harenge Cure. That's what you get when you messing with the boys in the hood that's from the South. We be like, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? She got just what she wanted, and she know I'm home. I guess that's why it seems
I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. I got them all speaking. She was 6 days a week. Get off on a Sunday, come over late at night and then I eat it like a Sunday. She know that I'm a heavyweight, more money than collection play. She tired and she sliding on me like a tidal wave. I mean, shawty's so fine, you need to pray for it. She yelling, but I don't know what she's saying to me. She speaking languages that I ain't never heard. Call her Dirty Diana, man, the way she make it jerk. She know that I keep her strong, and you know where I'm from. It's that Chi-Town boy, and I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. I got them all speaking in. Shout it what you say. Shout it what you say. Shout it what you say. Shout it what you say.
Hey, hey, hey.
I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Here we go. We're going to lay it down like this. Shout out to the Dream Team, the best team in the land. Everybody that's here. What's going on? To the people that's on the lawn, what's up? I see y'all. Y'all just chilling, parlaying, charlaying, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just saying, y'all see the title. The disrespect have gone way too far. Kimm Foxx, your jail slip just came to Chicago today. So, as you look on the internet and you see what's going on and you see the scouring, now the bullying, all that stuff, like I never seen people who was really not about that life get on the internet and try to bully people into doing what they want them to do. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna leave it like this. The Warriors. You done got yourself in some stuff. I feel sorry for you. Without me saying too much, you will be getting sued. You will be getting sued. You cannot take somebody's property, their intellectual property, and then disseminate it because that person don't want to talk to you. Now, I'm going to shed some light on what's going on. Oh, no, I don't feel sorry for her neither. And she's going to have to pay a lot of money. A whole lot. You'll see. Just watch. When they tried to run that coup on me about that car, whatever, and everything she tried didn't work. And I always said karma is going to come back and get you. Okay? So now karma is starting to come back and get her. Right? I never seen somebody openly admit to crimes and then think it's funny. And then once again, relying on the stupid YouTube lawyers that don't know sugar, honey, iced tea about what's going on, pumping her up to do other things. And she left all the trails right there, knowing that me and her don't get along, knowing that I don't like her. With knowing that I don't like you, that's bad enough. But then you got other folks that don't like you. And I sat back and I said, watch the connections. And people was like, Dana, you been talking about this connection stuff. I find it funny that the same people that hang in the chat up with the dude in Bolingbrook hang in the Warriors chat. I find it that when Chi-Town Finest came out and said what she said about the Warriors, you had the Dirty Prize come out against Chi-Town, along with the Warriors Knights. They came out and tried to jump on Chi-Town, which is stupid. And I'm going to tell you why I say what I say. They jumping for nothing when the Warriors is wrong. Now, she got on here and bragged about her sis, got her channel back and helped her get a channel back. You've been on YouTube how long and don't know how to get your channel back or your video back? Something wrong. But I got sent the clip where somebody, the Warriors, told her peoples that, look, they went to the bozo and the bozo helped strike my page. He's a master at that. Listen, y'all can call me all the names you want. This is my second time saying it. Do not invite me into your world. Do not invite me into your world. I'm Freddy. I'll come and take over that bitch. And I'll turn your world into a nightmare. Don't do it. I'm going to let it be known. Robert, do not mess with a lot of y'all people, man. And I shouldn't have to come and say that, but that's the only way you can say it. A lot of people coming out here saying they talk to Robert every day and this and this. Only thing I can say is because I ain't going to get back and forth. I ain't going to get into the back and forth stuff. I'm not going to do it because on the internet, y'all motherfuckers got superpowers. But in person, y'all pissing on yourself. Y'all running to the motherfucking marshals and then got a big ass mouth when y'all run to the marshals. Y'all copping deuces when the marshals ain't there. Y'all locking yourself in cars and calling the police 12 times. And before you even get out the car, listen, y'all got it on the internet. Y'all got it on the internet. But what you got to realize is you got to see these people in person at least once. At least once. At least once. You got to see these people in person. What do y'all expect to happen when you see these people in person? I'm gonna give you a diaphragm. When you at the courthouse and stand on the side of the wall trying to get in, and you one of the early people, and you see the person that you've been beefing with, and they are determined not to let it go this time, what are you going to do then? A, hold your head down and hope they don't see you. B, when you get popped, hope to swing back. 3, run and tell the marshals or the feds. 4, all of the above. 5, all of the above, and file police reports. So with that being said, and with that being known, why continue going back and forth on the internet? And it's coming from somebody who will destroy you on the internet. Me. Ain't no need. Because now I want to do in person. That's what I'm doing now. All in person stuff. I ain't doing no more internet beefing. On the internet, y'all got it, man. I'm a scary ass dude on the internet. Y'all got it on the internet. Y'all are the truth on the internet. Now, let's go here. I'm going to talk about Carrie Kelly for a minute. And I'm going to talk about y'all super fans. Who are y'all to tell Carrie what to do when it comes towards his family? What makes you think Robert is going to listen to you when it comes to his brothers or his sisters or his uncles or his cousins or anybody that's related to him? This is what people got to understand. Y'all are just fans. Let's keep it real. Y'all just fans. Y'all don't know that man. But the comments that I seen, all the stuff about, oh no, I'm mad for what Carrie did to his brother. Okay. I'm mad to what Carrie said about his brother. Okay. You're mad, but Robert's not mad. They forgave each other. They got past that, and they brothers. It's crazy. Because now you're looking at it like this. You're stepping over a boundary that you shouldn't even cross. You don't see none of Robert's friends, none of Robert managers, none of Robert band members, anybody that's close to Robert. They don't get into that Carrie Bruce fight shit. Even when Bruce was on the Warriors channel, I could have went all the way in, but I said no. I just spoke what I know, because at any given moment, Bruce, Carrie, and Robert are brothers. And me getting into that, I'm a nobody compared to them. They brothers. They share the same blood. They came out the same vagina cavity. I'm just a nigga that met him years ago. I hold no weight. So when y'all find yourself going that far, y'all going too far. Second thing is this. If you ain't going to buy his book, okay, that's fine. But if y'all listen to it, if y'all paying for a membership to listen to a copywritten book, I'm going to let you in on something. That's all he got to do is have the Warriors channel subpoenaed from YouTube. It ain't nothing she can do. And every name that's in there, y'all can be hit with conspiracy charges. So this can go from federal civil to federal criminal quick. This can go from federal civil No, let's go here. This can go from superior, which is state, civil, to federal criminal real quick. I'm gonna tell you how. You're pirating, right? And all of y'all don't live in the same state. So you're transmitting a copywritten book, which is an ebook, across multiple state lines, which is criminal, because now that's called theft by taking, which concerns 5 years in federal jail. I'm just trying to help you. The war is already up shit creek. I'm gonna tell you now, paperwork has been filed. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. And seeing, unlike you, I don't mind putting things out there because I don't want nobody to be a surprise. That's why when you talking about I got my video back, bitches, and all this, cool. Have you noticed nobody responded? I don't have to respond. I'll do all my responding in person. Now, if you can't hint to what I'm telling you, just wait for it. And since Carrie is the victim, you got to go to where he's at. You can't bully somebody into them dealing with you or them working with you. Carrie never liked you. Never. So ain't nobody getting Carrie ear about you. Carrie just saying the way that you operated for years with Robert and with Bruce. Now you sit back and say, my channel ain't make no money. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because the day that you shared his book and you was getting cash apps up the yin yang. So trust me, a lot of things going to be subpoenaed against you and you don't have nothing to show and you can erase whatever, but it's in a cloud. It's nothing to subpoena cash app. I need Sylvia to see me whole file. It's nothing. See, that's why we let you talk. Now, I wouldn't have had nothing to do with this if you wouldn't have put my name in it. I ain't had nothing to do with striking your page or nothing. I ain't have nothing to do with that. But now, since you included me, I took it a step further. Because see, with the book, I wouldn't even have said nothing. Now the problem is, what part do I play in that book? That's what you got to worry about. What part do I play in Carrie's ebook? See, I let people hang themselves. And now you're going to force me to go there. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. So you did say that I was a strike king, right? Okay. And you sent word back to me that you was going to strike my video? By all means, do it. I'm telling you to do it. By all means, do it. Because one thing you must understand, you must know I got 12 videos of yours already in queue and ready to go, right? At any moment, even if you put them on private, they already ready to go. Labeled and all. So go. Let's have some fun. And I ain't talking about that silly Sil page. I'm talking about your main page. Let's go. Let's do it. One thing about it is I'm a master at all this. And playing with me, it won't end well for you. I ain't going back and forth with nobody no more. Yeah, what it is. So with that being said, the warning is over. Let the games begin. I got all my enemies lined up. I know who y'all are one by one. Only thing I'm gonna do is pray for y'all. I'm gonna pray for y'all mind that y'all don't go out and kill yourself or something. Because I need y'all to sit right there. While God blesses me in y'all face, I need y'all to sit right there and watch it. I need y'all to sit and watch it. All the witches and warlocks and everybody. And LaTonya Walker putting out there, oh, y'all turning on Robert and this and this and this and this. But you follow the dude that only came in here to get notifications and vagina clicks from off of Robert's name. Listen, that reverse psychology that they be playing, that ghetto nigga shit that wanna be on point, don't work with me. It don't work with me at all. That's why I don't even respond to him. Because he know what my response gonna be. Only thing I'm saying is, it is what it is, man. I don't got no beef. Look, I'm a scary ass dude on the internet. I'm a scary ass dude on the internet. I just want y'all to know that. On the internet, I'm a scary ass dude. I don't want no smoke. I ain't on the internet, man. Shit. Y'all got it, man. Y'all batting 40,000 on the internet. 40,000. But understand what I'm doing on the internet. I'm having fun. I'm turning my page into a business. And I'm also lining all of y'all up at the same time.
Motherfucking noodle back. Knock your motherfucking noodle back. No, I'm not my own noodle back on live. Ah! It's a BB gun, man. These niggas, and I clearly show that it's a BB gun. Now, this the video that these Negroes were sending in. These are videos they were sending in. This is my background.
You know what? Oh, we gotta talk behind the scenes. I left my number in that chat, in the private chat, because we gotta talk. We gotta talk because I got this. This is gonna be. I mean, it's off the chain. It's off the chain. We gotta talk. You could get T-Baby to call on three-way. You know I'm your sister, so I know T-Baby trust me. I ain't got time to be gone. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, I'm a stepper for life. I'm talking about a stepper for you right now. Because these people, when we was going hard for him, he put all these people telling me, leave my alone. That he trying to get me out of jail. Go when he puts you there. Hello, Irene. Now you can finish.
Said I hit the wrong thing. I gotta. Gun and no gun. I'm gonna say that shit. Gun and no.
Oh, we gotta talk behind the scenes. I left my number in that chat, in the private chat, because we gotta talk. We gotta talk because I got this. This is gonna be. I mean, it's off the chain. It's off the chain. We gotta talk. Call on three-way. You know I'm your sister, so I know T-Baby trust me. I ain't got time to be gone. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, I'm a stepper for life. I'm talking about a stepper for you right now. Because you know what happened? He put all these people, when we was going hard for him, he put all these people telling me, leave my alone. How he gonna try to get you out of jail, my nigga, when he puts you there? Hello, Irene. Now you can finish.
Damn.
Yeah, I hit the wrong thing. I gotta go.
Damn, but that's how they feel about Rob? Damn, Faith Samari. That's how you feel? Jeez.
Get me out of jail. How he gonna try to get you out of jail, my nigga, when he put you there? Hello, Irene. Now you can finish.
See, I hit the wrong thing. I gotta go back to it.
Woo! These folks are killing me. And the first thing they say is, I ain't here for R. Kelly. Well, wait a minute. So what you here for? 1 minute you not here for R. Kelly. Next minute you mad. Talking about, man, y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy. Like y'all are taking this way too far. Just because Rob said one thing, right? And y'all don't agree with what Rob said, now all of a sudden y'all want to turn against him? Listen, if you're not here for Robert Kelly, leave the sector. Because if you're not here for Robert Kelly, that means you're just here for the bullshit and the drama and all this. And this is my sector, so I'm cleaning my shit up. I'm getting all you motherfuckers out of here. You know what I mean? Don't got time for none of that. I mean, y'all heard what she said? Then LaTanya Walker come back on a post talking about all of y'all talk about y'all are turning against R. Kelly. No, look at all of y'all. Then you got the biggest out of shape motherfucker that sit back and talking about somebody being fat. Glenda, have you looked in the ultra mirror? Because a regular mirror ain't gonna do it. Hey, Tiffany, thank you so much. A regular mirror ain't gonna do it. Have you looked in the ultra mirror? I'm just saying. Don't call nobody fat until you look in an ultra mirror. Because you need a 12XL mirror just to get your goddamn facial features. Stop. Stop. You talk all that cap and stuff on the internet. Or when you're around police protection. But when them fools, Chi-Town and all of them came up there, you looked, you ran in the building, got the marshals, and was talking trash from in the building. And you didn't want to come back outside. Stop. This is what I mean. Then you got mad and said, oh, Keith got mad at you when he seen you talking to Trevin and all them. I asked Keith, Keith was like, huh? I don't know what you're talking about, Dana. Listen, a lot of y'all fanatics is crazy. Are you still holding on to Joy? I mean, Rob wanted you to chill with Azriel and Joy because Rob said you was cool? But you know, they always say the people that group together they're always like-minded people. So I can't even get mad at none of y'all. Because all of y'all are grouped together. All of y'all are who y'all are. Come to find out, folks been knowing each other since 1999, but then get on the internet, act like they just met each other. Yo, this is crazy. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So I said that to say this. I don't care who come out the woodworks. I don't care who resurrect themselves. I said it. If you don't have enough views to trigger a response from me, you're a nobody. And in order to get a live about me, and you got to have views. and you got to have people to watch you. The only reason why I'm saying something about the war is because we all know she paid for all her shit. There's no way you're going to have 17K subs and only have 37 people on your live. That don't work. That don't work at all. And the only reason why I gave her a response is because she about to lose a lot. A lot. And that's all I'm saying. I done gave enough out there. She about to lose a lot. And I'm going to go public about it every step of the way. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what she did. I'm going to do a her on her. So then her subs talked about, oh, but they went to Carrie and feed and Carrie a bunch of lies. No, ain't nobody go to Carrie and feed Carrie a bunch of lies. You forgot. Carrie was in New York, wasn't he? Carrie ain't know about them transcripts on his brother. Carrie ain't know about all the people that you linked to. Carrie ain't know about how you said that you support Don Russell and you apologize to Don Russell. Carrie know what Don Russell did to his brother. Carrie know how you got Bruce on there and damn near paraded Bruce around in his time of despair. Carrie don't like that shit. Carrie don't like his brother being splattered like that across the internet in his time of despair. And you got to understand, man, these people are real life brothers. And you don't know what's going on, but they do. Sad. Carrie know that you linked to Lisa and Cassandra. I got a question to ask everybody. Since Carrie been more vocal and since Bruce been more vocal, have anybody seen Lisa and Cassandra? I want to get all of them on the channel at one time. I got all the pictures I need. I got all the questions I need. I want to ask some goddamn questions. I want to know. I want Lisa and Cassandra to tell the public what they told me on how they know Robert is their brother from his father's side. And I need Carrie and Bruce there. And we're going to have a brown table talk. The Kellys versus the Kellys. The imposters versus the real. That's how we're going to do it. So if anybody got Lisa and Cassandra on Twitter, let them know, set up a day that we can all come together on one channel. And I got enough to give the link out to have 40 people on here at one time. And it's going to be streamed everywhere. Like I do every day when I go live. I stream everywhere. So I need Carrie Kelly, Bruce Kelly, Lisa, and Cassandra and a controlled, no arguing, no over talking, and a controlled interview conducted by DanaJay. Jim, what's up? Prima, what's good? I'm just saying, do y'all want to see that? Nah, get that. Do y'all think that y'all deserve that much? Do y'all think y'all deserve that much? Lisa and Cassandra on one side of the screen, DanaJay in the middle as the conductor, and Bruce and Carrie Kelly on the other side of the screen. I'm just saying. Do y'all believe that y'all deserve that much? Because I'm lost. I think the truth need to come all the way the hell out. I will put the picture of Frank Kelly up there, and I will ask Bruce, do you know him? Terry, do you know him? Lisa and Cassandra, this is your dad that y'all said was Robert dad, right? I would even do the collage. These are the type of interviews that I want to have. You know what I mean? People talk about, oh yeah, I'm trying to be the next Tasha K. I'm trying to be Tasha K. Nah, I ain't trying to be Tasha K. I'm trying to be the next DanaJay. And I want to conduct the real interviews with the real questions that's not biased. Because it might come out that they related some kind of way. I mean, shit. Let's talk about it. I'm willing to have this conversation. No backtracking now. Because if y'all related, then everybody should come together as one. But if y'all not related, and if it come out that Lisa and Cassandra is not related to Robert, I think they should give the public an apology and give a real explanation of why they came into the fold. That's how we gonna do this thing. That's the only way you can eliminate the weak from the strong. If it come out that Carrie Kelly and Bruce Kelly is not Robert brother by some kind of way, I think they should go public and tell everybody and apologize to everybody like, look, we not Robert real brothers and this is why we did it. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, anything is possible. But they could have gave Miss Joanne 2 different babies at birth. You never know. Anything could happen. But you have 2 sets that's saying that they related to one man, right? And I always say this. You can blame me. You can blame me. Because when I got the call at 3:35 in the morning and a picture of Frank Kelly, I went straight to Robert. Robert snapped on me. And I said, well, it don't hurt. Just listen to what they say. I mean, I never seen your father, dude. I don't know. I don't know. And then when they got to talking to Robert, you know what I mean? They told Robert some stories, linking back to South Carolina and North Carolina about a family reunion. Listen. About a judge and shit. Listen. That's when I don't know about no judges. I don't know about none of that. What I do know is somebody lied. And with that, the same way people tried to hold my foot to the fire about Rashona Landfair and what is her name? What is her name? Ashanti McGee daughter. When I told folks that wasn't true, but then they kept egging on it, so I said, okay, I'm gonna go along with it. I think the same way need to be all the way around the board. I mean, shit. I don't know. Robert might got 6 sisters. I don't know. But I'm dead ass serious though. Somebody hit Lisa and Cassandra, let them know I'm trying to have a Kelly round table. You know what I mean? All proceeds go to all of them. That would be the day that everybody cash app be up there except for mine. I don't want mine nowhere up there. That's for them 4 to get this shit straight. And then we can do a one night only. Yeah. One night only. One night only. We can have One night only called the Run Back. We can have Day up here, aka Levi for Larry, and Bruce. And we can find out who's the cousin for real. I'm just saying. What's good, Davey? Oh, Jesus Christ. Davey just entered the bit. Oh my God, Lord. See, I was trying to keep Davey, Lord. Oh my Lord, help me. Help me, Lord. I'm just saying, there's too much going on in the name of Robert, and things need to be shut up, put to bed, thrown away. I get it. I'm willing to have these conversations. I'm just saying. I'm willing to have these conversations. Hey, Davey. Hey, I need in on that round table. Oh, shit. Oh, hold on. Oh my God. Davey, yes. Okay. We can make it happen. But I'm just saying, everybody just gotta face the music. I mean, let's do this the right way. And I think if everything can be put out there the right way, people can get past what was said and done, and the real true supporters of Robert can come back together as one. Not this scattered shit. Not this, oh, I'm going to have my channel put on members mode and y'all got to pay to come listen to some DanaJay regurgitated stuff. Because let's be real. I'm going to be honest. If DanaJay ain't never go on Faces, right? Do you think a lot of people would know a lot of what's going on out here now? Think about it. Everybody claimed the fame was, I've been watching you since Faces. If you have it, I'm there. D, guess what? I'm going to do it. Hold on, wait. Miss Summers. I'm sorry, Miss Summers. But this is what I want to say to you. You said, but why is any of this your business? And I'm going to tell you why it's my business. Because I have a genuine friendship with these people. I'm not an avatar. And when you stealing from these folks, whether they doing good, bad, or indifferent, and you support a thief, you are just like the thief that you support. That's why it's my business. Second of all, I keep saying, do you know my involvement in the book? If you don't know the involvement that I have in a book, you're not qualified to ask that question, because now I'm qualified to tell you it's none of your business. I thank you for watching, for giving me a view. I'm even thankful for you putting, matter of fact, I'm going to do you one better, because you're not really disrespectful. You're not really disrespectful. You just hang with the wrong people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this. It's okay to like who you like on the internet. It's okay. But when you are a willing participant and you talk trash about people and then want to come and ask questions, you're not qualified to do none of that. That's what's wrong. A lot of us, content creators, we gave you conspiracy theorists and a lot of y'all shit starters power. Well, DanaJay taking all that away from y'all. DanaJay taking all of that away from them, y'all. I know who don't like me and who do. And the people that don't like me, you're going to have to pay to get a response from me. If you don't pay to get a response, you're getting blocked and you're sitting out there and you going to the non-contenders window. That's how we going to roll. All right? So, Davey, I got to get a one-on-one interview with you anyway, Davey. I'm taking it back to where it need to be. It's time for me to get one-on-one interviews with the real folks. Not none of these people that's on Surviving R. Kelly talking about, oh, you'll never see your daughter again. I don't want none of them people. Only people that's going to get interviewed are the real folks. And that's where I'm taking it at. I'm taking it away from the drama, and we're going to get the real people. The real folks. Folks that's serious about this thing. Folks that grew up with that man. I ain't grew up with him. Just like somebody told me that R. Kelly and King Von was on 63rd together. What? Like, okay. People just saying stuff now. Allegedly, he's supposed to be suing her too. She failed at her shot to be the next Wendy. Yeah. And listen, Carrie is about to destroy her. All right, Davey. I'm going to set up a date. Listen. Now, Davey, y'all don't want to miss that interview. I'm telling you. I'm bringing all the real folks. All the real folks, man, that been around Rob, but that got skin in the jaw. I ain't talking about people that just got a scab. I'm talking about people that got real skin in the game when it comes with Robert. So that way people can understand the type of person that Robert is. But I mean, I heard Day talk about Robert ain't this type of person. Man, dude, you don't know Robert. Robert will ghost your ass in a minute. Quickly. And won't give you an explanation. And holler at you 2 years after that. Listen, y'all don't got to hear from me because you know what they say is that, oh yeah, I bought stories to talk about Robert. Come on. Let's stop that. So I'm going to do this real quick because I'm going to set this up. And people going to get mad. All of the so-called accusers. I need to speak on that for a second. Real second. I heard the truth. Well, we call it the lie over here, but we don't really have no beef with her. And we know what she bring and we know what she give. She just with the other side. And we don't mingle with the other side anymore. So when she said that people is coming after the victims, right? And she said people are coming after the victims. And the people that's coming after the victims don't know about Robert because they're not from Chicago. I'm going to give the people that are coming after the victims a voice. First of all, a willing participant is not a victim. Second of all, I've never heard anybody, and I'm going to get somebody that work at the airlines on here for an interview. I never heard anybody that can fly with a verbal note. Nothing written down, no ID, no money, no nothing. Just a verbal, go to the airport, let them know that R. Kelly, let them know that you're flying to see R. Kelly. Not only do you not tell your mama where you're going, but you go to the airport, you fly free, no ticket, no ID. This pre 9/11 now. You fly across the world to Minnesota, right? You get through the airport, you get off the plane, you go get a limo for free. The limo take you to a hotel, and you stay at a hotel for free. Robert come and see you, allegedly, the next day. Never touch you, never do nothing. Allegedly, he's supposed to relieve himself with his hand. Leave. Don't return. But the feds never explained how you got back to Atlanta for free. When stuff like that is going on, you got to sit back and say, something ain't right. You then got to get in your key sweat bag. Something just ain't right. So that's what you got to get into that bag of, right? And you got to wonder, like it's crazy because I've been flying for a long time. And every time I went, I needed an ID. Or if I ain't have an ID, I needed a chaperone, but I had an ID. And that's pre 9/11. And at that time, shit, I knew a lot of artists. But a lot of stuff that went on didn't add up. And a lot of that stuff, the feds already had in their mind, this is what we're going to do. That's why the judges in the fourth quarter, and seeing nobody talk about this except for me and Prima Donna. A talking point for people that want to really talk about something, ask this question. If the feds had all the evidence that they had, and they had Rob dead to rights, one, why did the judge have to change the language at the very last minute? Ask yourself that question. It don't make sense. And like I said, I've asked some lawyers, some prominent federal lawyers, when the defense and the prosecution set in on questions, the judge is not supposed to step in to give nothing. It's supposed to be prosecution versus defense. The judge is supposed to be the overseeing person. That's it. But when the judge throw alley hoops, whole court for the prosecution, something ain't right. And I say this. If Leavenworth wouldn't have changed or to Ann, Robert would have been exonerated of all charges in Chicago. What up, Nick? My bro in here. What up, Nick? That's one person I don't never got to worry about turning on me. Nick Step right there. Many people call themselves bros, and me and Nick don't talk every day. Shit, we don't talk every month sometimes. But Nick, when he ain't working, he here. Also, that was a shameless plug. That was shameless as hell. Oh, that was petty too. Also, Ann Donnelly, same thing. If she wouldn't have changed or to Ann, Robert would have been found not guilty on all charges in New York. So if I'm going to have a panel discussion, that's what I want to talk about. I'd rather have people that really want to talk about the real stuff. And see, People don't want to talk about stuff like that. People want to flip-flop and talk about stuff that don't matter and this and this and this and this. Now watch this. Everybody that have a channel in Chicago should be talking about what I'm about to show. Everybody talked about R. Kelly this, R. Kelly that, R. Kelly this. We support R. Kelly. Where are the parents? Waiting on the motherfucking Lifetime check. They talked about all that shit, right? But I got a question. Why nobody talked about the House Committee bringing Kimm Foxx that jail call? I'm gonna be honest, I forgot about it until one of the subs sent it to me, and I said, "Shit, I'm going live." Where are the victims at now? I still want to know. I want to have this conversation with Tough Love. I want to have this conversation, and what up, Vi? I want to have this conversation with Tough Love. Where are the girls that was supposed to have been locked up in R. Kelly basement when he didn't have a basement? I would love to have this question with Vlad TV. See, this way I'm looking at it. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I would love to have the conversations that people are scared to have. And the reason why people are scared to have them is because they don't have the resources to back it up. Prime example, when we was in court for James Mason, I go back to this for people to see what not to do in public. Me and Gerald Griggs going back and forth, right? That's what we do. I know Gerald for years. You know what I mean? Right, Vibe. They still locked in a black room. I know Gerald for years. So me and Gerald can go back and forth. But when Sylvia jumped in, or the Warriors jumped in, you heard what Gerald said. We know Dana, but who are you? The Warriors got upset. What you mean? What you mean? That's when she said, I'm going to be a YouTuber. Because if you pay attention, Gerald was digging on her. But because he seen her with me, he ain't go too far in. And then when Gerald said, oh, Dana, we watch your channel. I actually like your channel because I give the facts. Even though Gerald was representing the savages at that time. I'm the only one that went in. I talked about the TV show that put Gerald in a backstage. Wait a minute. I don't know nothing about this TV shows. Of course you don't know nothing about the TV shows. Because they only came to you to what? Have you use your influence at the NAACP to do what? Change the narrative about who? R. Kelly. That's why I laugh about a lot of stuff. I laugh about a lot of stuff. Hey, China Mac. I laugh about a lot of stuff. That's not a fair case. What's not a fair case? So I'm going to show this. Just a little bit of it. Y'all go watch this joint. Because this is funny. And I never seen nobody get called out like this. But if y'all know politics, y'all know what this means.
The committee will come to order. We welcome everyone to today's forum on victims of violent crime in Chicago. The chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Illinois to lead us all in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Again, we want to thank you all for being here today. The chair is now recognized for an opening statement. Today's forum is about our commitment to justice and keeping communities safe. In recent years, we've all seen how the radical left has sought to undermine public safety in the name of criminal justice reform. The left has implemented pro-criminal policies that have allowed dangerous criminals to remain on the street. The left has attacked law enforcement and sought to defund the police. And then when crime goes up, they act shocked. And when cities become less safe, they act surprised. Earlier this year, we traveled to New York City and heard directly from victims of violent crime. We heard about the consequences of soft-on-crime policies implemented by rogue prosecutors and radical policymakers in New York City. Today, we are in the great city of Chicago, the second in our series on violent crime in major urban areas, to hear directly from victims. Thank you to our witnesses for your willingness to be here, and thank you for sharing your stories. Innocent people in Chicago are victimized by a justice system that cares more about political correctness than punishing the criminals who've harmed them and their families. For 11 years, Chicago has led the country in homicides, and has only gotten worse under State's Attorney Kimm Foxx. According to an official report by the Chicago Police Department, crime in Chicago overall has increased during the last 5 years by nearly 20%. Theft is also a huge problem in Chicago, which saw an 114% increase in car thefts and a 32% increase in other thefts between 2018 and 2022. We know Chicago experienced yet another summer with higher rates of violence. Memorial Day weekend started with 11 people killed and 53 others, including 2 toddlers, wounded in shootings across the city. Over Labor Day weekend, 10 were killed and 34 more were wounded, including a 6-year-old boy struck by a bullet in his thigh while he was at his home. And we know what happened this past weekend. 30 individuals shot this past weekend. The rise in violent crime in Chicago has been coupled with attacks on the men and women who wear the uniform, on our great law enforcement officers. 2021, 76 Chicago police officers were shot in the line of duty. 2 officers, tragically, have already been killed this year. The brave men and women in law enforcement deserve better. Chicago leaders have argued Ms. Foxx's policies on non-prosecution and eliminating cash bail are keeping too many criminals on the streets and making the city more dangerous. Her presumption is not to prosecute. Remember the violent riots back in 2020 where there were charges of assault, mob action, and aggravated battery to a police officer? Ms. Foxx told her office that there should be a presumption against proceeding unless there was a body or a dash cam footage available, or if a police officer was the complainant. A rogue prosecutor's decision not to prosecute crimes is made even worse when the legislature passes its pro-criminal policies that they did just recently with the so-called Safety Act. This law abolished bail, implemented arrest and release policies for policing, limited when defendants could be deemed flight risk, and prevented police from arresting nonviolent trespassers. The result? 63% of Chicagoans now do not feel safe in their city. By downplaying surging crime and denying victims justice, the leaders of this city are failing their citizens. I mean, you stop and think about it. First, it was defund the police, the former mayor. Then it's this Safety Act, and then it's a prosecutor who won't prosecute the bad guys. All that leads to the situation we see today. A former Cook County prosecutor, a 25-year veteran of the office, resigned last summer, saying he had zero confidence in the prosecutor's office. This level of crime spills into every aspect of daily life in Chicago. Local pharmacy chose to open 2 aisles for shoppers while everything else is kept hidden and only bringing out items at the shopper's request. The pharmacy took such drastic steps because retail theft and the violence that comes with it is just too great in Chicago. We want to also extend a special thank you to the Chicago Fraternal Order of Police. John Canizara, thank you for the work you do, the FOP president. I saw John just right here on the front. Yeah, right there on the front. Thank you so much. You guys, you've been tremendous hosts. We appreciate all you've done to help us set this up today. And we support you and we thank you for serving our country every day. Thank you, and I look forward to our conversation. And before we get to our witnesses, I want to ask the chairman of the Subcommittee on Crime, the gentleman from Arizona, Mr. Biggs, for an opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, everyone, for being here. I thank our witnesses for being here to testify today, and our members. Thank you to the FOP for opening up your doors and providing this wonderful facility for us. I want to also let everyone know that this is an official committee hearing. Committee hearing as if we were in Washington, D.C. in the House of Representatives. It is official. Every member of this committee knew about it and was invited to be here and has a duty, quite frankly, to be here. But you'll notice that, unfortunately, some of my colleagues across the aisle decided they didn't want to come and hear these important witnesses and what they have to testify and consider this very critical and important issue. And I'm saddened for that. I'm saddened for that. But I will tell you that the Crime Subcommittee has worked hard on these issues. And let me just give you an idea. We've had hearings on retail crime because that's exploding in cities. Speaking of exploding, the explosion of fentanyl across our country. It affects everyone, small cities, large cities. In San Francisco, for instance, every day 3 people die from fentanyl overdose. We've talked about border crime. We actually had a field hearing in Cochise County, Arizona, because of what's happening across our border. And it explodes and also impacts everything, including here in Chicago. You're impacted by the illegal migration that's taking place. Again, at that field hearing, an official hearing, not one Democrat showed up. What a shame. Last week we had a hearing for victims of sex trafficking, which is America is the biggest sex trafficking, and our federal government is the biggest logistic arm for the cartels who are bringing in sex trafficking, facilitating sex trafficking. What a shame. We will have a series of hearings to mark up a number of bills and legislation dealing with all of these issues, commencing Thursday and going regularly for the remainder of this year. I thank the chairman, Mr. Jordan, for his leadership on this issue and for bringing us here to Chicago, this great city. On Sunday, Breitbart News reported at least 30 shootings in Chicago over the weekend with 3 fatalities. One victim, an 86-year-old man, was shot around 10 a.m. on Saturday while retrieving something from his truck. The second fatality occurred at 12:40 a.m. Sunday, about 2 miles from here, where we're sitting, where a 40-year-old was shot in the chest. And the third fatality occurred at 10:45 a.m. The 24-year-old victim was sitting in his vehicle when another vehicle pulled up alongside. 2 men exited and opened fire, killing the man. The Chicago Sun-Times has reported at least 433 people killed in Chicago from January 1 through September 24. Crime is also pushing businesses out of Chicago. Walmart has permanently closed 1/2 of their locations in Chicago in recent months. AT&T, Gap, Banana Republic, Uniqlo, Macy's, and Verizon have all closed locations in Chicago. Yesterday, a member of my staff went to grab a few items from Walgreens located across the street from the Art Institute of Chicago, around the corner from the iconic Cloud Gate sculpture in Grant Park. A sign indicated the store will be closing permanently within the month. And aisle by aisle, every product, including deodorant, toothpaste, were behind locked cases to prevent the retail crime. These soft on crime policies undermine the rule of law and limit the freedom of everyday people. Law-abiding everyday people live in fear, and that fear results in limits on the ability to travel, engage in commerce, and to associate one with another. These policies emasculate law enforcement. They hand over control of a once great American city to violent criminals. And when I speak about this, I'm thinking of what really makes a community, its ability to trust each other. And that seems to be gone in so many cities. Tragedy. It's a tragedy. And we look at our citizens and we say, how
I ain't gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna tell y'all to go look at it.
June 24th, 2022, 15 months ago, his younger brother Christian was murdered in Chicago. Police determined that he was not the target of the shooting, but was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. And we have seen you, Mr. Caldwell, out there as an outspoken advocate for stopping this surge of violent crime we see across the country. We appreciate that work, and we appreciate you being here today. Mr. John Garrido III. Mr. Garrido served with the Chicago Police Department for more than 30 years, retiring as lieutenant in 2022. During his career, he worked in the patrol division, narcotics, violent crime, and homicide. We appreciate you being here today and the 30 years of service you gave this town and you gave to law enforcement. And finally, Mr. Carlos Yanez Jr. Mr. Yanez was shot several times in the head and shoulder during a traffic stop in August 2021 while serving as a Chicago police officer. Mr. Yanez's partner was tragically killed during this incident. After being shot, Yanez's doctors told him that he would never move the left side of his body again, but he regained movement after extensive physical therapy. We appreciate your service. We appreciate your perseverance and your dedication to overcoming the tragic shooting that you had to endure. We welcome all of our witnesses and thank them for appearing today. Please know that we have any written statements that you shared with us ahead of this forum. So accordingly, we ask that you summarize your testimony in 5 minutes if you can, but we're going to be lenient with that. If you got to go 7-8 minutes, you go right ahead. This is that important. And we're going to start with Mr. Caldwell and then work right down the line. So Mr. Caldwell, you're recognized for.
And these are what you call victims. You don't see these folks right here trying to get red bottoms. You don't see these folks right here trying to get awards. You don't see these folks trying to just be seen and try to get documentaries. Watch this. Listen to the horrifics.
Whatever amount of time you want to take.
Good morning. Thank you, Chairman Jordan. Thank you, Chairman Biggs. And a special thank you to Congressman Burgess Owens, who's been working behind the scenes with me since last year to ensure that I can be before this body. My name is Gianno Caldwell. I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. I got involved in public service when I was 14 years old, working for my local alderman, because I actually believed my community in Chatham could be saved from violence, crime, and drugs. I eventually moved with the same goals in mind to Washington, D.C. and became a political consultant and a national media analyst and TV personality. Before I begin, I truly wish that it was not my place to be before you today. But I believe I have no choice. No choice because of the countless people in my hometown, including my own family, who are innocent victims of murder and violent crime. Those who are shot, robbed, carjacked, or even worse, those who've had multiple people in their family murdered in Chicago. Those voices scream out for justice. Many of the elected officials here in Chicago have ignored those voices, and it has come at a great price for the people of the city, not just in blood, but also in treasure and opportunity as multi-billion-dollar businesses like King Griffin Citadel justifiably fled Chicago. And he took millions of dollars in tax revenue with him. We know this has happened in due part to the policies of the Cook County prosecutor, Chicago most recent mayors, the governor, other politicians throughout the state of Illinois. These officials have recklessly ignored the people they were elected to represent. And as a result, bodies, mostly black bodies, are littered throughout the streets of Chicago. I unfortunately understand the pain of thousands of victims whose families have been destroyed. On June 24th of last year, I received a call that my innocent teenage baby brother, Christian, had been murdered, shot down in the street by a stranger when a group of men stepped out of a black SUV and fired into a crowd on 114 South Vincent Street. The police have repeatedly said that my brother was not the target, that he just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. But in Chicago, being at the wrong place at the wrong time could be sleeping in your bed and a bullet comes through your window, or in the backseat of a car at a McDonald's drive-thru as 7-year-old Jocelyn Adams was murdered. Living in Chicago should not come with a death sentence, but it does for too many Chicagoans. My brother Christian had the potential to do well in life. I still remember the day when he begged me to take him on a college tour out of state when he was just 16 years old. And we went. But Christian will never have the opportunity to go to college or to get married or to have kids or to build a career. And so many other youth in Chicago have experienced the same reality. I refuse to capitulate to the idea that Christian had just become another Chicago statistic, one of the hundreds of homicides in Chicago in 2022. There's an abundance of potential in Chicago among our youth and old alike. Unfortunately, much of that potential lies in graveyards across our city. Chicago recently had the highest number of homicides in more than a quarter of a century. As of today, 2023, it is on pace to join the previous 2 years as one of the most violent years in our city's history. From the moment I learned my brother Christian was murdered, I felt defeated. Since my younger sister Mia called me on June 24th screaming into the phone, "Christian is gone," I felt a giant void in my heart. Never had I made room for the thought, a possibility that someone so close to my life would be so stolen so violently. But that's naive, I suppose. On the same day my brother was killed, a 5-month-old girl by the name of Cicely was murdered in a drive-by shooting while sitting in the backseat of a car with her family. Chicago is an active war zone. This is not hyperbole. It's the people who are afraid to leave their homes, to walk to and from work, to walk anywhere in this city. With this same fear, with these same murders, be accepted in the suburbs? Absolutely not. The soft on crime policies that many of you know about here are prosecutors like Kimm Foxx, who refuses to prosecute, decriminalization of offenses, laws like the Safety Act, which ends cash bail and allow criminals back on the street to commit more crime, and the no chase policy, which constrains the police from doing their jobs. Policies pushed by the Cook County prosecutor and current and previous mayors have proved to be a death sentence for the people of the city of Chicago. What started off as perhaps a noble cause for criminal justice reform has become justice for the criminal. It is our police who have been handcuffed, as criminals no longer live in fear of arrest or prosecution. When you can steal at will, when you can drive away from a police stop, the streets become lawless. Murder, as many like my family know too well, is close behind. The elected officials here have systematically endangered the lives of all Chicagoans, but especially those of color, the marginalized who they claim to care about the most. Most shot and murdered in Chicago are black men. According to the Chicago police, African Americans, including my brother, made up of 80% of the murder victims in Chicago in 2022. For the record, black people make up only 29% of the city's population. We need help. Congress must use the power of the purse to place restrictions on the funding received by local governments to ensure elected officials are focused on what should be their #1 priority, the protection of its citizens. Federal dollars are used effectively for natural disasters from storms to pandemics. It's time to use those same resources for man-made disasters. Providing funding for local law enforcement agencies to help hire, train more officers with the latest crime-fighting techniques, support programs that address the root cause of crime, job training, education, and other social services to help people in at-risk communities. As small as it sounds, the federal government can help provide some special funding for funerals, as innocent people being killed are those who need such help the most. Let the world know how many are buried in our communities here. Pass legislation that supports community policing, which emphasizes building much-needed relationships between law enforcement officers and the communities they serve. The First Step Act, a law that I lobby for personally, provides funding for programs that help people who have been incarcerated successfully reintegrate into society. Congress could increase funding for the Second Chance Act to help reduce recidivism rates. Finally, Congress and the federal government should employ the full use of the FBI to help clear out murder cases in our cities. When I first spoke to the detective handling my brother's case, he told me he had other priorities and more cases had come in since my brother was murdered. I've since been told Chicago alone needs 2,000 new detectives to handle the current caseload. It wasn't until I angrily went on Chicago and national media that the detective took me seriously. I had access to a platform most families do not. Even then, it didn't last long. Soon, police weren't returning my calls. And they weren't, even though there's been someone arrested, my brother's murder has not yet been solved. Ultimately, I believe the Chicago Police Department had failed my family and countless others. Reforms within the Chicago Police Department are needed. I've had to go through hell in an attempt to get justice for my brother. I'm now working directly with the FBI Chicago field office. How many of the hundreds of murderers have that same opportunity? My love for Chicago is infinite and unconditional. It will always be home to me. I first got involved in public service when I was just 14, volunteering for my local alderman every day after school like it was a job. A decision which set me on a path to public service to help a city I love so much. But my family and no family should go through what I've experienced this past year. We have more resources than any nation in history. Why aren't we using those resources for people who need them most? Why are we allowing our cities, from Chicago to New York to Los Angeles to Baltimore to Oakland to Philadelphia to San Francisco, to remain dangerous kill zones? While migrants are traveling from across the world to Chicago for a sanctuary city status, there continues to be no sanctuary and no peace for the very people who call Chicago home their entire lives. Today I'm here to demand justice and accountability, not just for my baby brother, but the thousands of other Chicagoans whom we may never know their names. I implore you to exercise your full power and resources. Christian's death is senseless. It's a senseless loss, but it doesn't have to be a meaningless one. Please make him one of our last victims and help us save the people of Chicago. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Thank you, Mr. Caldwell. That was we appreciate that and appreciate what the tragedy your family's had to deal with and what you've had to go through. So thank you for being here. Officer Yanez, you're now recognized, and you can take as much time as you want as well.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and esteemed members of the House Committee on the Judiciary. I am a disabled Chicago police officer, Carlos Yanez Jr., star number 16022. Thank you for this opportunity to be heard and address this very important forum that hopefully brings light to the failings of some of our leadership and our elected officials that have created so many victims of violent crimes in Chicago. We all have seen the tragedies resulting from violent crime wave that has swept through Chicago, and the victims who have to live with the pain of it every day, including myself. I am blessed to be speaking before you all today after what happened to my partners and I on the night of August 7th, 2021. While conducting a traffic stop, a repeat offender fired upon us with a firearm acquired by a straw purchaser without remorse or hesitation. A straw purchaser is somebody who purchases a firearm for someone who else is prohibited by law from possessing one, killing one of Chicago's finest police officers, my partner, my friend, Ella Grace French. I was shot a total of 5 times, 4 of which were in the head. I lost my right eye, some of my hearing in both ears. I also have tinnitus in my right ear, as well as partially paralyzed on the left side of my body. I almost didn't survive my injuries. It was my dream to become a Chicago police officer for as long as I can remember. Then in August of 2014, my calling became a reality. I started the Chicago Police Academy. I was then assigned to 7th District, also known as Inglewood, where I spent most of my career. I had the honor of learning and working among some of the greatest officers and supervisors who became family. To see their commitment to serve their community and to respond to dangerous situations without hesitation every day gave me even more pride to wear the badge. Under Mayor Lightfoot's administration, the department disbanded gang, gun, and saturation teams and combined them into what is now known as Community Safety Team, created to protect residents from escalating violence due to the riots of 2020. But with all the policies and procedures put into place, officers find themselves with their hands tied behind their back. Being an officer is stressful enough, but now it seems like there is a witch hunt after officers unnecessarily. Even after Ella Grace's French is passing, COPA disciplined her for a search warrant on the only thing that she was seen doing on her body camera was assisting a woman. This made me sick to my stomach. COPA continues to serve suspension days to officers like candy on Halloween. Cook County has its own issues under Kim Foxx's administration. I've never heard of so many state's attorneys resigning or transferring to other counties, refusing to no longer work under her. Cook County has become a revolving door.
Say that again?
Residents from escalating violence due to the riots of 2020. But with all the policies and procedures put into place, officers find themselves with their hands tied behind their back. Being an officer is stressful enough, but now it seems like there is a witch hunt after officers unnecessarily. Even after Ella Grace's French is passing, COPA disciplined her for a search warrant on the only thing that she was seen doing on her body camera was assisting a woman. This made me sick to my stomach. COPA continues to serve suspension days to officers like candy on Halloween. Cook County has its own issues under Kim Foxx's administration. I've never heard of so many state's attorneys resigning or transferring to other counties, refusing to no longer work under her. Cook County has become a revolving door. Officers continue to lock up violent offenders, but we find them back. Then we find them back on the streets committing even more violent crimes, including murder. I just hope we elect someone that is going to demand accountability this next term. I understand this position is not easy, but we have criminals fleeing suburban police departments and questioning if they are in Cook County because they know there will be less repercussions for their actions in Cook County versus surrounding counties. Let me give you an example. Several offenders in possession of a stolen vehicle and firearms committing numerous armed robberies throughout the city, and someone is shot or worse, killed. The only person who pulled the trigger is charged with first-degree murder, and others will not, even though in the act of committing a forcible felony, someone was killed. It used to be all parties involved would be charged with the highest charge possible. As for making stricter gun laws, we in Illinois already have one of the strictest gun laws that only law-abiding citizens follow. The more laws you put into place is only going to up the price of firearms on the street that straw purchasers are selling. I say we enforce the laws that we have on individuals that are illegally in possession of a firearm and make it a minimum of 3 years in jail automatically. Straw purchasers should be charged as the same as offenders who pull the trigger. It is time to stop coddling criminals and holding them accountable for their actions. Only then will they stop and think before they carjack, rob, shoot, or kill a law-abiding citizen. Certainly, we have many other issues contributing to many victims of violent crimes in Chicago. I pray this committee and everyone listening hears this testimony I have given to you today and takes the proper actions needed to address these issues. Thank you, members of the House Committee on Judiciary, for allowing me to present my testimony and give you the perspective as a Chicago police officer and as a victim of violent crime. God bless all the officers doing their job around the country, and be safe. God bless you.
Couldn't wait to get out there and broadcast that we have a foot chase policy. So what happens, we end up with videos of people yelling at the officers that are conducting foot chases, yelling at them that they can't chase.
Wow. Can't chase them. And then if you do catch the bad guy.
Many others. So I've been able to utilize the platform in which I have at Fox News to share other stories of families who are looking for that help. That's one of the reasons, as I was going through the process of planning my brother's funeral and I saw how expensive it was, and I'm thinking, the folks who live in Chicago, a lot of poor people and live in these particular areas, they're receiving the brunt of the murders. How can they afford this? So it was a mission of mine, and it's one that I'll continue.
Well, thank you so much for that. Mr. Garrido, or excuse me, Lieutenant Garrido, I have a friend who's a retired prosecutor, so I reached out to him in anticipation of today's meeting. I asked him what standards should apply to prosecutors, and he says as about national standards, there aren't many, but that's because each local community is supposed to elect folks who will protect them. And so rather than have a national standard, That's the approach he mentioned. That said, he goes on to say, the people of Chicago have no less interest in being safe from random shootings, gang violence, and rampant drug dealing than any other part of America. And then he says this: what is particularly risible about Kimm Foxx is that she's looked primarily to the criminal defense attorneys and advocates for criminals known as the woke community, or known in the woke community as the criminal justice affected community, not victim groups, not police or law enforcement organizations. For example, Foxx, as well as approximately 3 dozen Soros DAs out of the 2,500 elected DAs in the United States, do not participate in the National DA Association, by far the largest prosecutor organization, which has been around since 1950. And that organization, to which they don't apparently belong, has avoided taking partisan political positions. She and other Soros DAs have coalesced around a much smaller group called the Association of Prosecuting Attorneys, which has few members nationwide, and unlike the NDAA, has taken very partisan political positions. My question to you is, after all that, is it true that they're taking political positions as opposed to those which are going to help more adequately control crime? Absolutely. Please explain them.
Absolutely. Just like I said before about her changing the threshold for felony theft from 500 to 1,000, she has a lot of leeway to decide what they're going to charge and what they're not going to charge. Or when we present homicide cases or any case for felony approval, they put a lot of restrictions and just create these long lists of things that we have to do to try to, hoops that we have to jump through, and they make it difficult. If I could, a sentence from a letter that one of the state's attorneys, a top-ranking state's attorney, left. He said, the state's attorney voiced her concern with a headline and the heat she was getting over her backers, and never voiced any concern over the fact that this woman was shot and killed simply for walking to the store, and nobody's going to face a murder charge. That is what is wrong with this administration. This administration is more concerned with political narratives and agendas than with victims and prosecuting violent crime. This is why I can't stay any longer. This is one of several public letters that were put out by state's attorneys as they're leaving. It's 100% based on political ideology and not.
So with that being said, the people that left can clearly see that her agenda was for R. Kelly and political status, not to do her job. That's it, Stephanie. Political narratives and agendas. That right there should be a key point for R. Kelly cases to be overturned, because they was brought by hearsay. They was brought by feelings. They were brought by allegations. They were brought because they couldn't have status anymore with R. Kelly. Let's finish.
Seeking justice for victims in Chicago.
Thank you so much. My time's up. I yield back.
Thank the gentleman. Gentleman yields back. The gentlelady from Florida, Ms. Lee, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Lieutenant Garrido, I'd like to start with you and return to the subject of bail reform and appropriate bail procedures. I had the privilege of serving my community as a federal prosecutor and later as a judge, so I understand what a critical part of the criminal process that is and how much it affects overall community safety. Will you elaborate for us, please, on the effect it is having on the law enforcement officers' ability to do their job when prosecutors don't seek detention hearings and judges are prohibited from considering community safety and likelihood of recidivism as factors in making appropriate bail determinations?
Well, it's just another nail in the coffin where we repeatedly see different things that embolden the bad guys and make these criminals feel that they're not going to be held accountable. So why should they care? They're not worried about getting arrested because they know they're going to be out right away. We oftentimes would joke, just because for years our criminal justice system in Chicago here and Cook County has been in such shambles that most of these offenders, they'll get off on technicalities or whatnot, but at least sometimes they would spend time in jail while waiting for their trial, so they would get at least some time served. Now that's out the window. So you've got the bad guys are just learning, and they're quickly learning because this stuff is broadcast everywhere, that they don't have to worry about any consequences. So it makes it extremely difficult for officers to do their job because you're now dealing with people that are even more combative than they normally would be.
You also touched on the subject of juvenile offenders. In your experience, Tell me about some of the juvenile offenders you see. Is it important for prior juvenile offenses to be considered in the totality of the seriousness of a criminal's behavior and in future prosecution and sentencing or detention decisions?
Absolutely. We've seen time and again the gangbangers are actually using, they've done it for years. They always use the younger kids. They would use them to do their burglaries. They use them to hold their weapons. They use them to hold their drugs because they know that they're just going to get a slap on the wrist. So that's always been the case. But now it seems as though these young offenders are getting more dangerous, quite honestly. They're now shooting at people. They're now stealing cars and doing carjackings. Like I said, just the other day, the offenders were 4 of them, and they were ages 12 to 16. So we've got our juvenile criminal offenders, at least here in Chicago, are becoming more and more violent. So absolutely, that stuff should be considered.
Officer Yanez, you touched on the dismantling of the gang and gun specialized units. Would you elaborate for us, please, on why those units were established, why they're important, and why it is affecting the efficacy of your work not to have them anymore?
So I worked 7 District TAC for 4+ years, 4.5 years. And as John Garrido said, you have to learn your technique. Everyone learns their profession in a certain field, and you have officers that had experienced numerous years over the years of working with certain individuals, whether it be gang members, gun offenders, narcotics, and just being able to deal with it when it comes to saturation. But the units that were established were for basically common sense what they were named. The gangs were for officers that had prior knowledge with certain gang members or leaders, and they knew when a gang shooting happened and occurred where their retaliation would be, so we can focus on that area. As far as the gun teams, you know, they specialized in retrieving guns from offenders, gun offenders. Saturation was basically you saturated an area where there was going to be, where we had knowledge of like gang shooting, you know, we would saturate that area so there wasn't a retaliation. But when you dismantle that and you take away some of the perks, so they work 10-hour days as one of the perks, you have officers that have to be on the job and you're arresting individuals, and then you have officers that are, you know, that takes a process. You know, you're arresting them, so it could take up to several hours to process on a criminal offender being charged with a weapon. So you also increase the overtime pay, you know, so it's just, yeah.
And Lieutenant Garrido, I'd like to also touch on the subject of officer discipline and the concept that officers are confronted with anonymous complaints against them and denied an opportunity to understand the allegations or confront the witnesses that might be making allegations against them. Would you share with us what is going on in that regard and how it is affecting officer morale?
Yeah. It's a huge impact on morale. Just to give an example, we have officers that will, the complaint will come in, it's an anonymous complaint, the investigation will go on, and these investigations sometimes take 2, 3, 4 years. It's incredible. I had one investigation for us that was 9 years in the making. So these officers are going to work every day. They don't know when the next shoe is going to drop. They don't know where this investigation is going to go. They don't know if they're going to somehow be criminally prosecuted as well. It's demoralizing for the officers, and if you can imagine that officer that's sitting there on roll call every day, it's impacting his partners and other officers because they also know that he's going through it, and some of them are going through it as well. These investigations just go on and on and on because I don't know what the reason is. They're short-staffed, they're not conducting the proper investigations, whatever it is. And then allowing these anonymous complaints, people learn quick. Just complain against the police. You just put in a complaint. They lie a lot. I mean, there are a ton of these investigations are false allegations, and at least when you had to make them sign an affidavit, at least that helped reduce it a little bit. But by eliminating that, now anybody and everybody is making complaints against the officers.
Wow. Look, y'all go over there. If y'all want to see the rest of it, y'all go over there and see that joint. I'm glad that my house chair, Jim Jordan, is taking a stand, and now that has came out, I'm telling you, Kim Foxx about to be held accountable, and she gonna get that goddamn jail time. But I want to ask this question because I seen people in the chat talking about it. I want to ask this question, and I'm gonna put the link up at top. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I just want to ask this question, and this is the talking point that I want to ask. Okay, the talking point that I want to ask is this right here. The link is pinned to the top. Come on in if you want. The talking point that I want to have and I want to ask is this right here. Why do you think Kim Foxx chose political over proper? Why do you think Kim Foxx chose to prosecute in the political arena versus to prosecute in the proper arena of her jurisdiction? Y'all hit the link. Come on up. Y'all call up. Y'all can also call. Come on. This how we gonna do this. So you got a link and you got a call-in number. The link is pinned to the top. Call-in number is right there. Why do you think Kim Foxx chose to prosecute the political arena versus prosecuting her proper arena of where she belongs in her city? I want to hear from y'all. I don't got no more cheese. I want to hear from y'all. Because, see, I can talk all day. Y'all know I can. Good Lord Almighty, I can talk all day. But I want to hear from the folks where it matters the most. Y'all that support these channels, I want to hear from y'all. And I ain't going on no members only. Nah, I want to open it up to everybody. I don't care about the members only. I have members, and if you decide that you want to join the member club, cool. I'm about to release some stuff just for members, but my lives, when I come live, is going to be directly for everybody, not just members only. I think she wanted to be Avenatti's vice president if you want. Ah, there we go. Call in. Call in. Or hit that link. I got one. The one word, Soros. I love you, Jim. I love you, Jim. But hit that link or call in. Kim part of the agenda of trafficking. Ooh. Y'all got some good answers right here. Ooh. Kim part of the agenda of trafficking. Ooh. Good God, that's a good one. That's a good one. I can go in all day with that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good. Oh, that's a good one. Oh my God. That trafficking part was a good one. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Something just ain't right. There we go. All right. There we go. Now I'm going here. Okay, cool. One word, Soros. Cool. Kimm part of the agenda of trafficking. Facts. Dana, yeah, she was 100% involved in releasing the juvie for beating Deron Albert in 2019. I don't know nothing about that case. EJ, call in and tell us about it. And her big fish was Robert Kelly. Got it. Got it. And we going back to the old days. We going back to the old days. We calling in and we getting on the panel. But y'all know how we do. If nobody want to get on, nobody want to call in, the other left side. Okay, cool. So with that being said, I made a statement earlier, right? And I said, lock up Jussie and free R. Kelly. What I meant by that is R. Kelly was locked up and held on allegations and presumptions. People was in their feelings about not having a place in Robert's life. People wanted to be close to Robert, even though it was 30 years from now. Also, people was dangled a bag of $20 million. And I explained a long time ago, I said, for a person who never had any money, or for a person who never had any greenbacks, right? For a person, hold on, I done missed some calls. I'm sorry. Let me see what this is. I missed some calls. Hold on. If I missed your call, call back in. Hold on. I'm calling folks back. Yo.
What's up, bro?
Yo, are you called in?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Hold on.
You ain't on live, is you?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, my bad, bro. Well, just hit me back when you get off live, man. I need to holler at you about something.
All right. Are you live on the Dana? Man. Who is this calling and keep hanging up? You done called 4 times. Who is it? You're live on the DanaJay show. How can I help you, caller?
Anonymous Ninja.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on?
Hello, how are you?
Okay. How are you?
It's Anonymous Ninja.
I know who it is.
Are you talking about Tim Foxx, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go here. They have a lot of signs in Chicago, like people putting on, poles and stuff, and it say Kim Foxx sell kids, and it's facts. It's a lot of money in kids. See, there's so many moving parts in this, Dana. It's ridiculous. But I just sit in the bushes and just watch all this. And it's like, yeah, it's a lot of moving parts, but you right on target. You right on target. That is more than the Clarys, is more than that. But what I want to know is this. Have we figured out who sent Cash Jones?
No.
Somewhere I figure out it's connected to 2 people. And the two people that I'm connecting the dots to, see, everybody was on this Angelo. Okay, we know we got one over here. Okay, let's go.
And we got one over where?
We got one with Tim Savage, one with the Faith Rogers, one with, it's so many moving parts in here, it's ridiculous. And people really need to focus. And Dana, you own your job. Man, when I say you own your job, you own your job. But remember, it was about like maybe, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months, I called in and I told you, Dana, you sitting around a lot of snakes. But I was so happy when you woke up. I was like, man, he done woke up to all the moving parts. And it's so good. But anyway, let's get on Kimm Foxx. Okay, she got some issues, some things that happened to her. What is it? Algale Gardens she grew up in or wherever. Somewhere around there. It's some moving parts. But here's the thing. I'm not going to focus on anything else. I want to focus on who sent, and you were so right. Who threatened Jane Doe number 5? That's where I'm at. I can't wait till you get to that. Oh, man. I'm gonna have Big Baby 3 do bullseye. It's gonna be so many bullseye. You're gonna be like, okay, wait. Cause you're gonna get to it, cause you so close. You are so close. Oh, you so close. And like I said before to you, I wish I could just come out and say what I know, but I can't. Cause I'm not trying to be in the limelight. Not trying to be no blogger, no nothing. But you are so close, Dana. Oh, my God, you are so close. And it's right there. And really, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to give you a hug from the phone, because when you find out, you're going to go, oh, man. Remember when you talking about loyalty? Oh, man.
Right.
You're going to be like, wow. Wow.
Who threatened Azriel?
I'm going to just tell you this. I was so happy when you said this part. When you said somebody sent in that. And so, you know, I'm not going to say the attorney name because I don't want to do none of that. The attorney needs to subpoena her. Let's break the NDA. Let's break it. Come on. Tell us who threatened you, because it's a bigger picture behind all this. It's so big, it's graphic. And when people really find out what this is, they're going to be really mad. Really mad. But Dana, you own it. I want to tell you to stay strong. I want to tell you to stay where you at. You so own it. And when you see snakes, you cut their head off. You did. And I like that part where you did like this. It's like a sword coming through me, but I'm going to pull it through the front. I love that. I was over here like, because you got it. You really do. You really got it. And I hope everybody in the Dream Team understand this. You got it. And the mistake was nobody got it more than you. More than you.
Yep.
Nobody. Nobody. When I say that, I mean that 10 toes down. Nobody.
And I kept saying it. It keep going over everybody's head and nobody get it.
No, they don't. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Because when I was fighting, you know what I'm saying? When I was fighting for Rob, people call me every name in the book. I lost jobs. I told you this. Mm-hmm. But the one thing I did is I got loyalty.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not what you see. You know, people don't like that. And they don't understand it. They want to go by what they see, and it ain't that. But one thing, Dana, you on the blueprints, and you are on it. You are on it. You so on it, and I can't wait. And I know one day you gonna do this. That's what you gonna do. You gonna be like, nah, I got it. Because you got everybody in the play. You do. But there's one person you missing. You're actually not missing her. You got her. Because you put a picture up there. I'm talking about on the live, and you say, who is this? You ask everybody, who is this? Nobody can name her. Get it? Now you know I'm right there with you. I'm so right there with you. But Dana, I love you.
Love
and
you
I
back.
want you to keep doing it. Keep going. Man, just please keep going. Don't let nobody break your spirit. And remember, you got people that's out here for you, that's moving in silence, man. That's so out here. In the shy, what we want to say, south side, west side, north side, or we go to suburbs. Which one you want to do? Okay? I'm just like, you got people that's out here, and it's like, I'm moving silence. That's all I got to say.
I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, because when you put that picture up there,
no. Oh, what's understood don't need to be talked about. that light bulb just came on. Okay, all right.
All right, and I love you, and I'm gonna let somebody else call in.
Okay.
But Kim Foxx is what it is. It's money in them kids, baby.
Oh,
Trying to tell you.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Anybody else want to call in? Anybody else want to hit the link? These are conversations that, you know, need to be had. Be the light, of course. I had to think for a minute. Like, I put a picture up. Then I said, oh, okay. And nobody knew who it was. I think I'm going to do that picture again tomorrow. You know what I mean? Yeah. Listen, if anybody's seen them posters about Kim Foxx and kids, can y'all screenshot it and send it to me? Please? I'm saying, man. Shout out to my chairman, Jim Jordan. I'm just saying, y'all see what happened to the attorney general up in New York, right? Gone. Out of here. Gone. Out of here. Gone. Doing jail time. Next up, Kim Foxx. About to be gone. Telling you, people don't understand colors mean a lot when you're in a political field. I explain to people what the red tie mean, what the blue tie mean, what the black tie mean, what the white shirt mean. Think about it. Jim Jordan, the only person up there with a white shirt. They were on Roosevelt. Can't wait. Cool. Chris said, can't wait. Man, also, look, go support Chris Terry, man. He got a hot song out. Man, he dropping them. This new joint he got, straight banger. Go listen. Go support that. I'm trying to tell you because Chris Terry about to get out of here. And he about to take flight. So once he take flight, but don't be like, oh, I know you from Dana chat. No, Y'all better go listen while it's free. And drop him a cash app. So that way you ain't paying for the song, but you telling him keep going. I believe in you. Drop him a cash app. I'm just saying. DVY said, "Thick baby, we're on Cottage Road. They on Cottage Grove on the poles." Okay, I don't know. Over by the University of Chicago. I don't know what they talking about. So I believe that Jussie Smollett need to go to jail and Robert need to come out. And I'm gonna tell you why. Robert was a political prisoner. He still is. Over ideologies, wants, threats, and stuff like that. And people just want statuses, right? Where Jussie Smollett put Chicago PD, Chicago Fire Department, and the people that live in Chicago. If you notice, I'm not using the word citizens. And the people that live in Chicago, he put them in terror. That's a terroristic threat. So you mean to tell me Jussie Smollett can get away with staging a terroristic threat, but the Unabomber got to pay with his life for a terroristic threat? So now what you're also telling the people is that it's different levels of terroristic threats. But when you go to the manual for the federal government, a terroristic threat is a terroristic threat. It's no different levels for it. Why Jussie Smollett can't get jail time or the death penalty for the terroristic threat he did on the people in Chicago? Why? Because his sister is part of the protected group? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Hold on, y'all. That's dirty. That's dirty. Hold on. See, that's dirty. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, hold up, man. See, this is what I say is dirty. I just talked about bullying, right? So let me tell you what I'm talking about. Y'all know Kelly don't mess with Sylvia, right? On no fronts. Y'all know Carrie book was being sold through his Wix site, right? So when they struck Sylvia, I'm gonna put it out there. when they struck Sylvia, Sylvia not only was she pirating his book, in which she's going to have to pay for that, but she instructed her people to contact PayPal and say they didn't get a copy of the book. Now watch this. When you pay for the book, you get the link. So they are now trying to destroy Carrie, and they don't want the book to come out because Carrie don't want to deal with Sylvia. These are the games that we play with them evil folks. You see what I'm saying? These are the games that being played with the evil folks. If you their enemy, they have no boundaries. This is why I say I have no boundaries when it comes to these people. That's why I say I have no boundaries when it comes to these people. This is why I say I had. Who the hell is this? So they want to try to do anything they can do to stop Carrie because they want to, I guess, propel Sylvia. So now Sylvia, you know what? This is what I think. I think Carrie needs to shut down that book right now. I'm going to tell you. Cut the book so can't nobody listen to it. Cut the book so can't nobody listen to it. Put it up under another brand and pursue the lawsuit on Sylvia. And I'm going to say this. Since they won't play these games, if you need somebody to be an eyewitness, I will be an eyewitness for you, Carrie Kelly. Let's step into the arena. And I will show how she cost you your sales with a spreadsheet and all. That's all. Ain't no need to go back and forth with her. Let's get her where it hurts. That's all. Now y'all see why I don't deal with them people. And y'all know when I step on the scene, I'm about my business in court. That part right there, Blue and Bella. A lot of those phonies want R. Kelly to stay in prison, right? Chris said, handle that. Of course. You know I got it. Pursue the lawsuit. Small claims court. Let's get it. Let's get it. I really don't like that, man. I really don't like stuff like that. Don't do nobody like that. It's their right if they want to deal with you or not. Don't do nobody like that. That's dirty. That's dirty. And the minute somebody do her like that, she go to crying. Oh, guys, they did this to me, guys. Oh my God, guys. Or she call her mama. Oh my God, Father God, Mama, they keep messing with me. Don't voodoo on them. Don't voodoo on them. That's what I mean, man. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. But it ain't going nowhere. Carrie book will be up and running again real soon. And I dare her try it with the people. Yeah, but I ain't without saying too much. Carrie had a great business phone call today. And yeah. And with this business phone call, this person got some big lawyers. Big lawyers. So this was going on, man. We ain't playing with them no more. Hold on. Hold on. You're live on the DanaJay show. How can I help you, Colin?
Hey, Dana, what's up?
What's going on?
Not much. I just called in to talk about what you had said earlier about Sylvia using Carrie's book.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, you know, they might be trying to use other platforms other than just YouTube to solicit his book as well. Because I see that she making them buy memberships in order to read the book or listen to the book, rather.
Right. That's why I just said out loud for him to just dispose of the link, take it down, because and you know, he was just contacted and somebody put in a request in for PayPal or an inquiry in the PayPal and said that they didn't receive the book. But wait a minute, when you pay for something, you get the link to the book.
Right.
So that's a lie right there. And truthfully, but that's all Carrie got to do is go in and show the units that's being sold.
Right.
And then PayPal will release any hold that they got. But on the flip side, Carrie need to keep screenshots and get copies of this, so that way when he go to court and they can just present it to the judge, and then Sylvia don't have a leg to stand on.
Right. And that's what I was saying, because I'm like, you know, they think they slick. She might try to take it to like another platform or on Google Meets. You know, that's the type of slick stuff that she does.
Google
private lives and stuff that she be holding, and you know she be charging them people to listen to it. Cause what else would make you do members only live just so these people can hear this book, or you know what I'm saying? You actually pirating this man's content.
Right, a book about his mama, and because you infatuated with his brother, and you scamming with his other brother.
Exactly, but see, that's the thing though, man. Like, you done put all of it out there, and it's just sad that people don't see what's really going on. This is all it seems to me like one big Ponzi scheme, because a lot of these people that's on here screaming free R. Kelly is not even R. Kelly supporters.
Right, and you got one that's sitting up there talking about, oh, go support the grown man. Hit his Cash App as well. Like, what have they?
And everybody knows he's definitely not a R. Kelly supporter. Like, anybody that can sit up there and say, I got bus drivers, I got people to lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man is the reason that all of this stuff is going on. And then what I too want to say is, people need to look at, okay, they keep talking about these text messages. Okay, so they think that the text messages hold something in them. But my thing is, if that was the case, why Bunjean ain't came out and said nothing about these so-called text messages? If it's a slam dunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they feel like they got something, nobody else has mentioned these text messages but Larry the grown man and Levi. Make that make sense.
Now wait, and you see how quick those text messages died out in the public, right?
Exactly. To me, I just don't feel like those text messages are real. I feel like they made up, and just like Larry created the AI stuff, I'm sure he created those text messages as well.
So you think he added to the government's text messages?
Of course. Why wouldn't he? He's a master manipulator. He's a master manipulator, for real. And this is right up his alley, to create phony, false text messages. You see, as soon as you expose the fact that they was going to try to put out an AI recording on you, what happened? What happened to that recording that Levi wanted to put out on you so hard? You got one time. I'm going to drop one recording. What happened to that? I'm just saying, what happened to the recording? Everybody wants to hear it. I really want to hear it. That's just like the recording that Sylvia played when she said that was R. Kelly brother she was doing the interview with. But it's mighty strange that you can hear how she was clicking him in. She pre-recorded that conversation, and all she was doing was clicking her responses in, his responses in. Wait. Are
you talking about this right here? You talking about this right here? Hold on.
If you have 300 recordings, play them. I'm only gonna play one.
Yeah.
Just one. With my cousin's voice himself. Making it plain who you are, what the fuck you are. If you have 300 recordings, play them. I'm only gonna play one. Just one. With my cousin's voice himself. Making it plain who you are, what the fuck you are. You gonna leave me the fuck alone, dude.
You started with me.
Wow, that's crazy. And see, this is the problem though. If that was the case, if Kels had an issue or he wanted everybody to look into the text messages on any platform, Natasha Simone, on why he ain't mentioned those text messages? People need to use their common sense. Kels never said anything about those text messages. He won't even speak on as he keep talking about the BOP. So why all of a sudden has nobody's talking about the BOP all of a sudden anymore? Nobody's talking about the fact that, Tasha K gave personal information of Kels from the jail to the father and Larry the grown man. Nobody's talking about that no more. Everybody want to be focused on these damn text messages. That's what I don't understand. And what they fail to realize is Larry don't care for Jennifer Mangine. He really want that lady off the case. And if she gets off the case, then what's going to happen to Kels? Because at the end of the day, everybody's saying Kels ain't got no money. So how the fuck is he supposed to be able to afford another attorney? I'm just saying. Y'all done messed up the defense fund, and then y'all doing all this scamming in this man's name. So it's like this man ain't getting a dime. This man ain't received a dime of that money that Sylvia raised on her platform. All that money that they were sending to his other attorney, Nicole, through Sylvia, that lady that man never got not a dime. Where is all of that money? Where's all that, over $5,000? Did they raise just with that little situation with Nicole Blankbecker? God knows how much other money that she done scammed off the people. Everybody should know Sylvia is a scammer. And if you don't know, then you just as blind and stupid as I thought you was. Like, y'all got to learn how to see through all them fake-ass prayers and affirmations that she do. She get on her backup channel, and that's what she do her shit at. Taunting that man, brother, talking about, oh, yeah, I got my content back. That's not your content, lady. You didn't create that book. You're not the author of that book. And I hope he slap your ass with a cease and desist letter so that you won't be able to speak his name or his likeness or use his content. Your day is coming. You done messed over everybody. And the stuff that you doing to Chi-Town Finest, talking shit about that lady, when that lady helped your begging ass, you stayed in they Airbnb. Like, lady, I remember when you was in Chicago and you couldn't even afford to buy yourself a salad. A salad.
I ain't have to help now for you, rotten asshole.
Tomatoes with cheese and ranch dressing. Like, you couldn't even buy a salad. And you really got the audacity to be on the freaking internet talking shit to the same people who helped your ass get to Chicago, who helped you get to New York. Lady, you got to be crazy.
Who helped?
And then you talking about people not supporting your channel. But why would people support lies and regurgitated information? You get your information from Justice for RK. You get your information from Dana, Prima Donna. That's where you get your information from. And other people that do content on this. You don't, and other people don't pay you no attention. These are people that don't pay you no mind. No mind at all. But this is where you get your content from. So if y'all over there paying for memberships on her channel, y'all ain't doing them but getting regurgitated information. None of that shit she have on her channel be exclusives other than them damn lawyers that she be talking to. But I bet if they knew who she was and the real scammer that she was, they wouldn't even appear on her channel. She's a fraud. And I can't wait until the truth is revealed on her and her crew. All the doxing and lying that she has done, that lady deserves to be in jail because she is one of the reasons why Kels is in a lot of the mess that he's in. Look what she did when she went down there to Chicago, lying to them people, and ended up getting the damn court clerk fired. What happened to that? See, everybody forgets all the stuff that she did.
Well, I don't think they forget. I just think that they selectively buy into the lies because they hear it every day, and they want to believe that I'm the bad guy. That's what it is.
But my thing is, if they cannot see master manipulation, I don't know what to tell them. Like your story of how you met Kels, how you was around, all of that has never changed. It's never wavered. Sylvia can't keep a straight lie to save her life. She just can't do it. Because she's a liar. She's a liar. And she got to do things like send her titty pics and her pussy pics just to get information. Like, who does that? You over, 80 years old. You should be somewhere knitting and drawing in your coloring book. Like, real talk.
Ask her why she didn't go to Boosie party.
And then on top of that, like, if y'all look at that video, that was so clout chasey. You are an old ass lady and you are excited about getting water from Boosie house. I'm at Boosie house, y'all. Look at this water. I bet you it's expensive. Like, what the? Like, lady, you ain't never been nowhere. You would be somebody I would never take anywhere because you act like somebody who ain't never had nothing. Or like you ain't never been in the presence of anybody. Being around a celebrity should never intimidate you or, make you act a certain way or make you act all fanned out. Like, that was just groupie behavior. And then it's like every time you be around a celebrity, you always dragging your daughter. We see what time it is. You trying to Me Too Boosie with your daughter. You trying to take and put your daughter off on the highest bidder. And it's sad and sickening. It's sad and it's sickening. You are a very sick, old-ass woman. And you throw rocks and you hide your hand. But your day coming, because trust and believe, God sits high and he looks low. And I hope Carrie Kelly sue you for everything you got. Even your Geritol. And on that note, I'm gone, Dana.
Hi. She's sad for a Geritol, man. She's sad and goofy. She ain't bad and bougie. She's sad and goofy. Lord have mercy. Well, only thing I can say is people getting tired of this, man. People that really is for Robert, they're getting tired of seeing people scamming off Robert all the time. They tired of it. I'm just, listen. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm just going to let the community talk about it. I'm going to go live and talk about things and bring forth, like I said, Kim Foxx about to get that jail slip. Anytime Jim Jordan on it, you going to jail. You better check Jim Jordan record. That's the man that's about to put Hunter Biden in jail and Joe Biden. You better check that record. If Jim Jordan came in and started saying that your administration is the reason why people dying, you going to jail. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. And Jim Jordan don't wait long. He don't wait long. That's why I love him, but I'm glad he's on the real side. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, I just don't understand it no more. I believe the PPP loan master, created that so-called crime phone call between Az and Mr. K. y'all brutal. Same as Fannie Willis too. Oh yeah, Willie, you already know. I can't wait to get Fat Fannie out there, baby. I can't wait. But it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's over for you, Fannie. It's over for you, Kimm. I can't wait they bring George Soros to the cup. But I'm just saying, man, like at the end of the day, look, I can't tell people not to go. Well, I won't tell nobody not to go over there, but people that's seeing the light is waking up. She want people to support her financially and share her out with her friends. But like the one lady said today, like, there's more ways to support than just financial. Right, Stephanie? He definitely be on it. But that's why I love Jim. That's why I love Jim. And Jim will tell you, he'll never be a Democrat. But like I say, Carrie Kelly need to go ahead and smash her. Smash her. And I ain't finished with her because I found out that y'all was lied to. I just got to get all of the documentation and everything because y'all know I come with receipts. But y'all been lied to about that lady over there. I'm about to figure out some stuff. But before I go, I'm going to ask a question. Today is September the 26th, 2023. I got one question to ask y'all. Have y'all got the update with Bruce Kelly going to see Robert Sylvester Kelly yet? Have anybody got an update? How Robert Sylvester Kelly doing? Did Bruce tell y'all that he went to go see his brother and everything is okay? I mean, didn't y'all donate as well as myself? Didn't y'all donate as well as myself? So why, I wonder why nobody haven't asked her how Robert Sylvester Kelly is doing. Why Bruce Kelly ain't come back? Hold on. Did Bruce Kelly come back and tell y'all the update on Robert Sylvester Kelly? So you mean to tell me that all of us made it rain on Bruce Kelly to go see Robert on August the 14th, the second week in August. Now, it is 6 weeks after that, and we haven't got an update? So, I'm going to tell you how this is going to go. Somebody going to say, Sylvia, so what's the update on Bruce Kelly going to see Robert Sylvester Kelly? Sylvia's response going to be,
But today's a brand new morning. Hallelujah. Begin to praise God for the morning. Begin to praise Him for the new morning. Begin to praise Him. Begin to praise Him that you are here, that you have another chance to tell somebody about Jesus, about the love of Jesus, about the peace of Jesus, about the joy. Begin to worship Him. That's true.
What?
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Lord. Hallelujah, Lord. Thank you, Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Hallelujah, Lord. Hallelujah, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah, Lord. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
See, the devil busy.
Thank you.
See, the devil won't act stupid. But he got time to
Thank you. Hallelujah, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
I don't have time for that. I don't have time for bullshit. Y'all better quit playing with me.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Stop. They did this to my mama, man. Y'all did this to my mama. Y'all did this to my mama. I'm gonna make y'all motherfuckers pay. I'm gonna make you motherfuckers pay. I don't give a fuck how long it takes. I'm gonna get you motherfuckers. I'm gonna get you motherfuckers back.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Then they gonna get it there, but they gonna get in court. But they gonna say, you gotta pay Carrie Kelly thousands of dollars. See what they're gonna say?
I don't know what you think you are. You think you're some constitutional scholar, you're some celebrity.
I'm gonna say
keep
yes,
her
ma'am.
name out of your mouth.
I will.
Keep his name out of your mouth.
And she gonna say,
I got arrested this past week because of him. I was arrested.
For what?
They lied on me. They lied.
Where?
On me. In Chicago. I got arrested. He called a lady up and had me arrested. They did a false report on me.
That's in Chicago. I can't help that.
I'm tired of him. Constantly. I call my mother, tell them that they do to me. He's constantly like
Stay off the internet. Stop. None of this is worth it.
But he's doing it to me. He's doing
You're
it
both from what you've both shown me, you're both doing it to each other. Stop.
I promise you.
It's just it is a
Why are they so petty? Why they so petty? Is she not? No, she not. Girl, she need to. Oh, she need to. Wait a minute. She need to be. Oh, you need to be shot.
Wake up!
Yes, that boy.
You know the Catholic.
Oh, shit! I know you fucking lying. Hit him.
That whooping, man, he's so bad, man. He's going everywhere.
Gerber.
It was like. But Hallelujah. Begin to praise God for the morning.
See, the devil
Begin to
did.
praise Him for the new morning.
See, the devil want it to, but I buy. Ooh, he got top.
Yo, I'm gone, man. Listen. Hey, the hell. Let's go to the turkey on the loose tomorrow, man. Let's go to the turkey on the loose tomorrow. Man, listen. I'm telling you, that's how it's gonna go in court, man. They lied on me. I didn't do it. You did it. You did it. You did it. But look, I'm up out of here, man. Y'all have a good day. All right? Y'all be blessed. And just remember.
You know, stuff they gonna put out stuff if we talk. But they ain't got shit on me. You might have Tim do the little play stuff.
Yeah, you might have Tim, but you ain't got shit on John Julian.
All day long like a lion, because he can't get nothing on me. I ain't did nothing. He ain't got nothing on me. Nothing. You can fight me head up. I'm just trying to get myself geared up for it. Cause I'll take it down. He trying to call for the mail. He trying to call for me. But he don't know I'm the one who started it, because I had to convince him that what was going on. I'm the one who started this. I had to convince him that what was going on. I'm the one who started this.
I had to convince him that what was going on. I'm the one who started this.
I'm like, this ain't right. And I started doing my research.
We kind of, so Tim basically he made contact with Mr. Grizz, and we met in his office. He was really listening, and he was trying to figure, because it's always in the back of everybody's head. A good attorney, you got to figure out what are your angles. How can you get this guy? Because they're over 18, they're with him. So he listened to our story. He listened to different things that we said, and then we just came up with he came up with some different angles that we could pursue.
It was on a tour bus. Right. Go to the FBI because they on a tour bus, so they're crossing state lines. So it becomes federal. So the FBI is the person, the Alphabet Boys is the one you need to go to make sure that this get addressed. Yes, Shanti did go to the FBI. The Clarice went to the FBI. Geronda went to the FBI. Lizette couldn't go to the FBI, but she would have. The young lady in Florida. Kitty Jones did not go to the FBI.
Friendly reminder, I want you to stop worrying about who like your pictures, baby. They see you. They watching. You got your foot on their neck, baby. Big motion. And guess what? They're going to screenshot this and talk about you in the group chat, so you might as well go off. Ain't no tippy-toeing. Ain't no playing it small. Ain't no playing it safe, baby. You big pressure. Stand on that.
What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me, so you ain't nothing you can do to me. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what will change? Not a darn thing. I'm not even playing the game, and you got an opinion of me. I love it, but I don't care. And I wish the world thought like that. The youngsters, if you...
Oh, wait. Almost forgot, man. Almost forgot. Look, we ain't doing that Big Buy no more. And we're gonna retire the name Big Buy. Okay? No more Big Buy opinion. We're gonna retire that name. Okay? And because I know the type of music he like, his name gonna be Big Country. All right? And we're gonna drop this just for Big Country.
City Friday night, oh, going down again. Oh, you girl, yeah, didn't tell the rain. City Friday night, it's Friday night, it's going down again. So call your girl, put Big Country on the celebrate. There'll be music, drinks and throwing wings. It's a party, you're invited. Come on in. It's Friday night, it's going down. down the key. Call your girl, and tell her rain. Sit, there'll be music, drinks and roll. Sit, it's a party, you're invited, come on in. Said it's Friday night, and I just got paid, and I'm feeling like a boss, baby, with all this money I made. Gotta buy me a fresh outfit, go to the barber shop and clean my face, call up a few girlfriends, a few homeboys from around my way, crank up that Johnny Taylor, just riding in my Chevrolet. Then I gotta grab me a bottle, then I gotta smoke one to the face. It's a party going on, all the pretty ladies from around the way. Can't wait till I get there, make sure you don't be late. It's Friday night, it's going down. Call your girl, and tell her rain. Sit, there'll be music, drinks and roll. Sit, it's a party, you're invited.
What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me, so you ain't nothing you can do to me. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what would change? Not a darn thing. I'm not even playing the game, and you got an opinion of me. I love it, but I don't care. And I wish the world thought like that. Youngsters, if you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinion people have of you, long as that opinion is not consistent of that of yourself. You be you. I'm not playing to make you feel good about me. I already feel good about me. I'm good. Message for the youngsters out there and the old school, not old fools. Look at me.
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama said I wanna take her dipping your pool. Just go for a little dive, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah,